Every time your paycheck lands, a countdown begins. Rent takes a massive cut. Then comes the car payment, the streaming subscriptions, the phone bill, and the groceries. You work 40 hours a week, but by the end of the month, the money belongs to everyone else. You keep nothing. If you only earn enough to cover food and a place to sleep, your economic reality is uncomfortably close to that of an indentured servant. You are working entirely to maintain your own machinery, strictly so you can go back to work the next day. George S. Clason wrote this specific financial diagnosis in 1926, decades before the rise of the modern finance influencer. Clason was a highly successful publisher in Denver. When cars first hit the dirt roads of the early 20th century, he built the Clason Map Company, printing the very first road atlases for American drivers. His business boomed until the Great Depression hit. The 1929 stock crash wiped his enterprise off the map, stripping him of every asset. After losing his business and his home, Clason turned to the financial stories he had been writing as a manual to rebuild his life. By testing these parables against his own bankruptcy and successfully recovering, he proved these survival mechanics worked even when the national economy was at a standstill. Refusing to stay defeated, Clason began writing short, practical stories about personal finance to rebuild his legacy. He rolled these stories off heavy mechanical printing presses, turning ancient wisdom into a mass-produced survival guide. Banks and insurance companies bought these short, accessible pamphlets by the millions, keeping stacks at teller cages to hand directly to everyday workers as a tool for financial literacy. The public demand for these stories grew so large that in 1926, Clason compiled them into a single, enduring bestseller, The Richest Man in Babylon. The book remains a staple of finance because it ignores modern tools like credit cards and complex algorithms. By setting the lessons in the ancient past, Clason forces the reader to confront the raw, unavoidable mechanics of how money actually moves. Babylonians built the world's first great trading hub through raw, calculated human choices, operating in a world thousands of years before the invention of the stock ticker. We have historical proof of their financial sophistication etched into clay. These tablets show that Babylonians invented the foundations of finance, including long contracts, receipts, and interest rates. Clason's first rule: pay yourself first. Out of every 10 coins earned, extract exactly one, 10%, and lock it away before paying bills. This creates a hard boundary. Without it, necessary expenses automatically swell to consume your entire income. True wealth building begins the moment you aggressively claim a permanent, non-negotiable slice of what you already make. Saving 10% is only the foundation. Once you have a fat purse, Clason's next step is to make thy gold multiply, putting that money to work as your employee so it generates its own income. At $500 a month for 30 years, a 0.75% savings account stays nearly flat, but at a 7% invested return, the curve turns exponential. The gap is $396,000, the literal cost of leaving cash idle. However, Clason pairs growth with a warning: you must guard this capital from loss. His laws of protection state that you should only invest in what you actually understand. He tells the story of a Babylonian brickmaker who saved for years, only to hand his gold to a jeweler to buy foreign gems. Because the jeweler knew nothing about stones, he was swindled with worthless glass, and the brickmaker lost every penny by trusting an incompetent advisor. Diligent saving is wasted if the capital is destroyed by chasing impossible earnings or get-rich-quick schemes that fall outside your circle of competence. In the modern world, investing with competent advisors means using strictly regulated asset managers and transparent index funds, rather than chasing unverified stock tips or speculative projects. To execute the Babylonian 10% rule today, you must remove human willpower through automation. Set a standing order for the first. This ensures the money is invested before you ever see it in your checking account. This removes the temptation to spend it on necessities that always seem to match your available balance. Even for those currently in debt, saving a tiny percentage is essential. It builds the habit and the identity of a saver, ensuring that you manage money on purpose rather than waiting for perfect conditions to arrive. Clason's message is that wealth is the result of steady, unyielding habits, not the fruit of perfect market timing or luck. Shatter the cycle of working purely to pay others. Automate your first 10% today and turn your financial future into a non-negotiable priority.